so I guess they figured pink was the largest shade of red, something like that. Also, we come out here because Abraham Lincoln made 3 visits to our building. His last visit here, he of course knew nothing about because he had been assassinated in 1865, end of the Civil War. And so when his body was being taken back to Illinois for burial, the funeral train stopped at numerous places along the way. They came here to Columbus and brought Mr. Lincoln's body into our rotunda here, and it laid here for a day for people to file by and pay him honor. We commemorate that every April the 29th. Have an honor guard here and a false coffin setting, and usually pictures and other displays that you can come see. Let's move over to the monument next. This was commissioned by our state legislature following the Civil War. They wanted to pay honor to Mr. Lincoln, so they had a larger-than-life bust sculpted, and they wanted to honor the veterans of the Civil War. They chose the Battle of Vicksburg, which was a Northern victory, and also because Grant, McPherson, and Sherman were 3 of the generals in that battle. And they are all from Ohio. Here we have the Southern generals on the left surrendering to the Northern generals on the right. We also have a quote from a speech by Mr. Lincoln. Any questions? Let's move over to the painting now.
Actually, I have a question. It's a little off topic,
Okay.
but I have one question.
But I noticed that there's Christmas things hanging around.
Is that pretty recent on when they started putting that up?
Yes, in fact, they're still decorating. Usually just about Thanksgiving time, they decorate the State House, and on the stairwell, you'll see that as well. And we'll have a Christmas tree.
Oh, where's the tree going to be?
It will be in the atrium. It may be up now. I'm not sure if it's up yet or not. We'll be down there. We'll see.
Awesome.
This painting is an event that happened during the War of 1812. Commodore Perry, one of the American sailors.
Sorry, what was his name again?
Commodore Perry. He knew that the British had a fleet out on Lake Erie, and they were encroaching down on American territory and at the American side of the lake. So he had this fleet of ships built, went out on the lake looking for the British fleet, found them around the Bass Islands. There was a battle. At this point in the battle, things are not going too well for the Americans. Perry's ship had been damaged. His ship, the guns were not working. So they abandoned ship, got in the lifeboat, went through the battle to another ship, took charge, and within 4 hours had won the battle. And from that event, he could send word back to his commander, we have met the enemy and they are ours.
They're stiff hands. They don't move. She's like smirking and watching us. You're still doing it. But you see your hands doing it, they're just stiff. There you go.
Okay. Any questions about anything in here before we go on? Okay. We'll go up to the Senate chamber next.
I'm with it.
Here, you want to get where they can see you better, or I'll get out of your way, or whatever.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, we're all in the gallery area for this room. Also, on the other side is part of the gallery area. This is where members of the public can come and watch and listen to what's going on. We have the same seating arrangement in here that they had over in the House chamber. So we're now on the Republican side. The person in charge here is called the President of the Senate, and with the clerks down below again. The books that you see there are our state laws called the Ohio Revised Code.
I have a question. So this is the Republican side, and the one we were in was the Democrat side.
No, I'm sorry if I misled you. The room is kind of split in half.
I see.
So on one side of the room, the Republicans sit, the other side, the Democrats sit,
In the same room.
in the same
Okay.
room. This is for the Senate. The senators serve 4 years. They have districts within our state they're elected from. And the senators serve a larger district, 3 times the number that the representatives would serve.
And they're back in session when?
They'll be in December, I forget the date.
So they're all going to be coming here to elect in December? Is that-
No.
To vote, sorry?
They'll just meet to finish up the work, that if there's any loose ends on any of the bills or whatever.
So when does the actual voting happen? Is that in the new year? Or is it before?
Well, if there is something for them to vote on, when they're voting whether or not to pass a bill in and make it a law. So, one thing we didn't get to talk about over in the House, they vote electronically over there. Here they vote orally. I don't know if you noticed what looked like picture frames on the wall without any pictures in it. There was one on either side of the room. Those were screens. And if they had been turned on, you would have seen an alphabetical listing of all of the representatives. Their name appears in kind of an amber yellow color. Down on their desks, they have like these desks, buttons. If they wanted to vote yes, they would hit a green button. Their name would turn to green on the screen. Or if they want to vote no, they would hit a red button. That's how they vote over there. Here, they just call the roll, and they would say yay or nay.
Okay.
Okay. Questions?
What are the cameras for?
Those are TV cameras, and all sessions are televised. The green light is on, so I'm assuming they're on for security reasons. But this is, when they're in session, that is it's not being televised. It's being filmed, and you can watch it live and listen to it through a computer system. And of course, they're also filming it, so they have this on record. So that's why all the cameras are.
So, does the general public just, everyone can come in here and see around the room?
Yes,
Or is that wrong?
it's always open to the public.
Oh, sorry.
The blue couches, well, the senators have assistants. They have administrative assistants or legal assistants. And so they
What?
might,
Sorry.
administrative assistants
Administrative assistants.
or legislative assistants. And one or both of those might come with the senator. So they sit on the blue couches. We also have pages here. They're part-time employees, students like you all that work here part-time, and they might also sit there. As you notice, everybody has a microphone. All the desks have microphones. They had them over in the House chamber too.